In this video, we've got $25,000, $20,000, $10,000, $5,000 grants, $1,000 grants. Ladies and gentlemen, we have grants for everyone. On Friday, President Joe Biden allocated $21.6 billion for rental assistance. This funding comes out of the $1.9 trillion disaster relief package that the president pushed through Congress back in March. This funding follows $25 billion in rental assistance that President Donald Trump signed into law back in December. A whopping 7 million people have reported that they cannot pay their rent. 40% of those Americans expect to be evicted within the next 2 months. The new Treasury guidance will cut the time that it takes for people to receive this funding for rental assistance in half. Also, the guidance instructs local government agencies that are dispersing these funds to make the offer for this benefit directly to renters. And it mandates that these agencies give the assistance or offer the assistance directly to renters if landlords choose not to participate. Last Wednesday, a federal court ruling threw out the Center of Disease Control moratorium that kept people from getting evicted. The same judge put a temporary hold on her ruling to give the federal government a chance to overturn it through appeal. Federal District Court Judge of the District of Columbia, Dabney Frederick, said in her ruling that although there is no doubt that Congress empowered the Center of Disease Control to combat the virus with several measures, including but not limited to quarantines, a federal moratorium on evictions was not among them. The Justice Department sought an emergency order to temporarily hold the ruling, arguing that evictions exacerbate the spread of the virus, which has claimed the lives of over 500,000 Americans, and the harm to the public resulting from unchecked evictions cannot be undone. Judge Frederick agreed to the Justice Department's request and gave the landlord groups that challenged the moratorium until May 12th, in other words, tomorrow, to file legal papers opposing the delay. The judge emphasized that she did not rule on the merits of the Justice Department's request. The judge cited the plain language of the law called the Public Health Services Act, which governs the federal response to the spread of communicable diseases, even while acknowledging that the pandemic is a serious public health crisis that has presented unprecedented challenges to both public officials and the nation. Evictions exacerbate the spread of the virus, and moratoriums protect monthly renters who are unable to make their monthly payments due to job losses and healthcare expenses. Brian Boynton, acting Assistant Attorney General for the Department's Civil Division, said in a statement, the White House estimates that a whopping 1 out of 5 renters in the United States were delinquent on their rental payments by January, while the CDC reports that a whopping 4 million adult renters fear imminent eviction. The ruling favors landlord groups who argue that they are struggling to pay their own bills, unable to collect rental payments. The CDC issued the moratorium last September, and it's scheduled to lapse on June 30th. Other courts have also been divided on the legality of the moratorium, while some are finding that the CDC actually exceeded its legal authority. However, Judge Frederick, appointed by former President Donald Trump, is the first judge to formally block the eviction ban. At least 43 states and Washington, D.C. have banned residential and business evictions. However, the protections are far from uniform. Judge Frederick's order gives the Justice Department 4 days to respond after the landlord groups file legal papers. So this is what I did on the spreadsheet, which lists all links to information resources and application portals to grants for everyone, and all kinds of other business and resources for individuals, veterans, etc. I went ahead and created a new tab, which is titled Rental Assistance. And what I did was I listed links to websites that instruct you on how to request this rental assistance in your respective state. Links to websites that, again, instruct you and guide you on how to file for that assistance in New York, California, Texas, Florida, Georgia, North Carolina. And I've just been opening these things all day. And there's one link here where it reads that in Illinois, they're giving up to $25,000 in rental assistance. $25,000 in rental assistance. So there's all kinds of assistance. I even listed websites for U.S. territories, U.S. Virgin Islands, Guam, Northern Mariana Islands, Puerto Rico. However, I could not find a website for American Samoa. In my analytics, I do not read that any viewers from American Samoa are actually watching my videos. But if you are from American Samoa, feel free to drop a comment in the comment section below. Let me know. I'll go ahead and tell you exactly who to call. If all else fails, go ahead and call 311. Call your operator. Call 211. 311 and 211, their services. They're basically call centers that provide information about the locality in which you live. On Wikipedia, here's some cities that have 311. In New York City, they have 311. They have 211 in several cities. Or just call the operator or call your local government if all else fails. There are even several charities that are also offering rent and utility assistance, all kind of help in order for you to pay your bills. And I went ahead and even included in the spreadsheet right here a website. It's pretty useful. They have information on rental assistance practically anywhere in the United States. And there's another website that I listed in the individuals tab. Is it here? Need help paying bills. This is about a 31,000 page website, and it has all kinds of information on how to receive help for paying car loans, for paying your bills, for generating revenue by taking up offers and generating revenue as a result. Like some of the offers that I've had here. So for instance, sign up to Coinbase through my link, and if you deposit, once you deposit $100 and you buy $100 in Bitcoin or any other cryptocurrency, you get $10. Or if you go ahead and look through those courses that take only a couple of minutes to complete, you also generate revenue for that, up to $50 so far. Links to other information resources for grants in order for you to operate your business. In other words, just if you sell something, remember, operating a small business is simply your organized effort to sell something, right? So potentially the easiest grant you could get right now, in fact, it is the easiest grant you can get. As you can see in the screen, I'll go ahead and play it again. These are all the viewers that have been able to secure funding through the Small Business Relief Initiative through GoFundMe. You simply raise $500 from 5 different people. GoFundMe will give you an additional $500. And we've got this opportunity starts here. They even have a high school division. This is for the 100 Start Garden Grant. And they've got a high school version too, went up to $5,000. We've got another grant for high school students through the SEAT program, the United States Naval Research Laboratory. Your high school student can make up to $7,500 under this federal grant program, and your collegiate undergraduate student can make up to $15,500. Your graduate students can make up to $11,000. So if that graduate student is returning undergrad, that grad student can enjoy a whopping $26,500 grant from the federal government through this United States Naval Research Laboratory. And if your child works for this program from high school all the way to grad school, those grants amount to a whopping $34,000. That's a down payment for the house. Girl, I'll house you. Doing my hut now, my hut. If they're in the honor roll, they're making the dean's list on a regular basis, they have good science and math grades, feel free to go for it. Again, my little nephew, he's on his way to picking it up. I'm telling my son also to beef up his grades so he could pick up that money as well. The NAV Small Business Grant applications are open. The current round is offering $10,000 and $5,000 grants. Like I told you in the last video, I went ahead and signed up for it. I haven't gotten the link as yet where you can vote on it, but I haven't followed too much up on it because I've just been busy with so many other things and try to get resources for you because I know there are people that desperately need this assistance. Again, we've got the Veterans tab, and this Veterans tab is full of resources that can also help veterans. Again, we got the DAV grants that are at $250 a pop for service-disabled veterans that have gone through unemployment. We've got this FAQ Beach Buy. I don't think I opened the link last time. And again, active duty military service members and veterans, reservists. I think you get free training on how to become a personal assistant. But if you were in the military, a physical trainer, a personal trainer. If you're in the military, you potentially don't even need, but if, to get certified and everything like that, pay the fees and have it done officially so you can actually generate revenue from doing it. But you're well prepared in order to receive that certification. No fee bank accounts through Chase, and all these links again for rental assistance. I've just been on it all day. Take a look. Look, North Carolina, North Carolina Housing Agency, HOPE. Some counties, again, there's charities that are offering all kinds of assistance if you show proper documentation. And I'll continue to jam-pack the spreadsheet with information resources that you can use to save and feed your family to ultimately save this country. So click the like button, click the subscribe button, click the bell notification to stay on top of all my findings, because when you're in my hut, you know what's up. It just keeps on getting bigger and bigger. Remember, we only started with like the grants tab. Now we've got small business resources, crypto. I have these resources where you can file your LLC with as little as like $40 for a year. You can do it for yourself, free. How to sign up for your own employer identification number if you choose to operate a business, which simply is defined as your organized effort to sell something. Talk soon.